the nastiest skank bitch I've ever met. Do not trust her. She is a fugly slut.
Hello my friends, welcome back to another video, and yes, it's about journaling again. Journaling and organizing has literally been my branding for my channel for the past 3 to 4 years. And of course, sorry, I'm a bit late, but I did make a 2024 planner/journal template, which I linked down below if you guys are still interested or still looking for one. It looks like this, super cute and minimal for this year. Anyways, I've gone through so many journals for the past 8 years, both physical and digital, by the way, and I've tried out so many different methods, plain, monthly, or weekly layout, and all I can say is that do a method that fits your lifestyle or fit you as a person. This is my way to make my thoughts, feelings, memories more permanent, so it should technically fit my lifestyle. And journaling has been my #1 and go-to stress reliever since I was in high school, since 2016, and I just love that I get to look back at so many memories from when I was a kid or when I was younger and see how much I've changed. And today I'm gonna show you guys how easy it was to journal with the HUAWEI Matepad Pro 13.2 inch using their app HUAWEI Notes. And I love that I just get this huge big OLED screen. Like, I get a bigger screen, bigger canvas, so it makes my journaling experience easier and also prettier because I can see all the colors, all the pretty colors. Their OLED screen just makes everything more vibrant, prettier, and clearer. This is best paired with their M pencil. Their pen's near-link technology also allows it to have zero lag and very good pressure sensitivity, which you guys will see later on in the video. And it snaps just right back into the HUAWEI Matepad Pro. But for now, I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour, quick overview of their journaling app, which is called HUAWEI Notes. And in HUAWEI Notes, you guys can actually download and import a journal cover or template if you want, like my 2024 planner, for example. But they already have a lot of great templates to choose from, whether it's for journaling, note-taking, lists, or just plain textured ones like dotted, lined, graph, etc. And for today's video, I'm gonna be making a journal spread about my latest beach trip in Balair last year. For this one, I used a beige landscape dotted template, and I already did a head start in this journal. Just check out my TikTok. So now I'll just easily slide up to create a new page, and here I'll be journaling more about the other days in my beach trip. I like starting a new journal spread or page by simply compiling and dumping all the initial photos I want to use, basically all the memories and pictures I want to remember. And to dump photos, you guys can use the image tool. Just simply click it or easily drag and drop directly from the photo gallery with a split screen view. Or you guys can use Super Hub, which is a cool feature from HUAWEI which lets you copy paste an image online and drag it without having to save it to your gallery, and you guys can just drag it from the Super Hub to HUAWEI Notes. And I think this step just really helps me gather my thoughts about my journal first. But aside from all of my normal trip photos, I like to decorate and make my journal look more cute by downloading a bunch of different journal and paper textures from Pinterest. I think this just makes everything look more cohesive, and now it's time to crop them. You guys can crop photos normally or use the lasso tool to remove the background or to make it have a more realistic paper cut texture. Don't forget to have fun in layering the different elements of your journal spreads. You guys can use the lasso tool to cut and paste your doodles or photos when moving things around, so you guys can layer them. And I think this step just really helps me gather my thoughts about my journal first, because with this I see an overview about what I'm gonna be writing about. Don't feel too pressured to make things super cute. Now I'll just be adding a few doodles, outlines, fancy letterings, and shapes here and there to tie things together. And if you guys run out of colors to use, HUAWEI Notes has color capture where you can directly pick and eyedrop a color from another photo or application. Just simply split screen, tap the eyedrop, and voila! You guys can pick whatever color you want, and it's so cool and comes in handy. And HUAWEI's M pen glides so smoothly on the Matepad Pro, which makes drawing and doodling so much easier, and the strokes are very accurate. Here I like to make my handwriting look more relaxed and not too stiff, but there's a lot more ways and templates you guys can use in HUAWEI Notes. If you're not the type to journal from a blank page, you guys can use their weekly template as both a planner and a journal. On the right, you can add your to-do list, and then on the left side, you guys can journal about each day like what I just did in the blank journal spread. But before starting, let's first organize our notebooks. HUAWEI Notes lets you favorite favorite pin and organize each one into folders. What's so cool is that you don't need to open the whole folder to click a notebook, and simply just tap from outside and you're gonna open the notebook. I know that journaling is something very sacred, intimate, and private, which is why locking your notebook is also an option. And now, as mentioned, in weekly layouts, I like to write and draw about my day on the left, and then on the right, I like to add my to-do list, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. I don't really have a lot of to-do lists, mostly for work and normal life stuff, to keep it here small and tiny on the right side. Then here on the left, I get creative on my doodles, and here on the side, you guys can see I can easily access my favorite pen styles and colors, which I did just by tapping the star. And then I can also expand and minimize my favorite pens and highlighters. It's more about lettering for this part, and to help you guys, HUAWEI Notes has a lot of pens and highlighters to choose from. They have a normal ballpoint pen, which you can resize bigger or smaller. Then there's my favorites, the fountain pen and the pencil, where mpen's good pressure sensitivity and stroke accuracy allows it to achieve that real handwriting look, like it's a real traditional and physical journal, and not too stiff and digital. Then their marker is also similar to a brush pen, where you can achieve a softer and lighter look depending on the opacity, while the highlighter is best for more blocked letters and stronger colors. But when you use both over a pen, the marker goes over while the highlighter goes under. And now it's time to actually write more about my week. I think I really like to take my time in getting creative with how I write about my days, because I don't use a lot of images for this weekly layout method, whether it's just simple lists or very big letters. I like to have fun with it, and it's best to experiment and really have fun with the lettering. The experiment in this part, guys. You can also have the freedom to mix and match the different pens and different highlighters. I really think experimenting is what's going to make your spread look more creative and cool. Like if it's just simple block letters all throughout, I think it's just gonna look super boring. So here on the screen are just some of the ways I like to play around with my writing. Also have fun in customizing the pen's opacity, sizes, and colors. Instead of simple block letters, you guys can create your own fonts, or you guys can even try experimenting with layering the pens and markers on top of each other, or layering the markers themselves on top of each other, if you get what I mean. But yeah, after writing about my day, I like to add a few tiny doodles and shapes all over the spread. And in HUAWEI Notes, you guys can create perfect shapes with their auto shape feature. Just simply draw and hold, and you can even resize it to your liking. And that's just how I like to do my journals. Don't get too pressured, just remember to have fun, and that this is for you and your happiness. But you can still share, print, and export your notebooks as PDF or images if you want to back it up, save, or post it. You guys can also export it to the high note format, so you can still edit it in the future when you open it. And yeah, I really love showing my journal to you guys, because I want you guys to also start journaling, because it's so relaxing for me. And now, beyond journaling, you can also use the HUAWEI Matepad Pro and HUAWEI Notes if you're a student, or if you just like reading PDFs on bigger screens in general. This example in particular, I imported a PDF I wanted to read into HUAWEI Notes. You guys can use the zoom tool to move your view around, so you don't have to keep zooming in every time you make a progress or move in the page. And this tool also makes highlighting and annotating the PDF way easier, because you guys can directly write in the zoom view. You can write your thoughts, highlight your favorite phrases with the pens and markers. And speaking of writing down your thoughts, you can do what I like to do when I'm too tired and too lazy to write something or highlight. Just add an audio recording on the page. Just click the mic and ramble away. You guys can even rename, organize, and export your audio recordings. But if you're in college and you might need to do a presentation, you can utilize the pointer tool to help others follow through with what you're saying. You can even change the color. And lastly, if you need to remember a part of the PDF, you have the option to add something to the notebook outline, or easily save and bookmark a page when you swipe from the right. And those are just among the many ways you guys can utilize the HUAWEI Matepad Pro and HUAWEI Notes. Here are just the quick shots of my journal outputs and some ways or fun ways I annotated my books. Let me know if you guys have any more questions on how to use it, and tag me in the finished look of your journals on Instagram or TikTok. I would love to see it. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.